But I want to share with you a story that I shared with my dear friend, and that's this. It's a metaphor that I gave to our youth today, and that's never allow anybody to give you shallow praise. Now, what is shallow praise? True story. My son, 9, 10 years old, he battles with allergies. So when we first moved to North Carolina, his allergies were uncontrollable. Okay, because in North Carolina, except for this year, things are germinating 12 months out of the year because we really don't have winters. Except for now, we have an ice storm coming through there. I take him to a doctor's appointment. My spouse goes to work. I take him to the doctor's appointment. Because I should take him to the doctor's appointment. So we go into the doctor's appointment, and all of a sudden, this is a true story, there are 3 women at the front desk, and they are staring at me uncontrollably. Now, I used to think I was Denzel Washington, but I don't anymore. So it's not the Denzel effect. Okay? But they're staring at me uncontrollably. 2 of the ladies leave and go back to the back. I fill out my paperwork. This lady, probably in her mid to late 60s, she's continuing to stare at me. Meanwhile, I'm doing this paperwork. I'm watching my 9-year-old who's doing his own thing, and I'm concerned about this lady who's in her 60s now staring at me really hard. How do I handle this? Let me tell you. Now, remember, the core of this story is shallow praise, right? So I'm going to drive this home. So we go back, we get an appointment. The allergist does all things, kind of things in my son's head, put things in his ears, checking allergies and everything. So we're getting ready to walk back out. And this lady says this to me. You look so great with your son. I should say this was a black woman. So let's not be confused about how some messages can come from people who look like you. She said, I just have to tell you, you look so great with your son. What she was really saying to me is she rarely sees black fathers with black boys. Don't go for the curveball and never engage in shallow praise. So, to the young people here, I'm not going to stroke your ego because you get to class on time. You should be getting to class on time. I'm not going to stroke your ego because you got a B+ on the test. You should get a B+ on the test. I'm not going to stroke your ego, young lady, if you don't have children. You should be in college taking care of your business. Now, you probably say, well, some people need that message. No. Let's continue to raise the standards of our children, and they will buy into them. But as long as we are in a position where we fundamentally, subconsciously dumb them down, they'll rise to those expectations. So I told the lady, I said, thank you very much, because I'm decent, I'm respectful. And I walked out of the door. But I'll be honest with you, family, I never gave it a second thought. Because I should be there with my son. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I was fatherless. I don't need extra points. It's called responsibility. Responsibility. Respond being the root word. How you respond to a situation will determine the outcome of that situation.